Hello and welcome to For Better or Worse, a movie and TV podcast, the podcast where we review movies and TV. Doing great today, guys. So follow us on Instagram at FBOW_podcast. You can see reels, shorts, fun things, and then also follow us on YouTube.
Hopefully you're watching this right now.
Right, or listening on the podcast, whatever. But on YouTube, it's FBOW podcast. You can see shorts, full episodes, also my 3-minute reviews, which I got to put somewhere else. But yeah, that's it. So I'm Toby.
I'm Gino.
And today we're going to be talking about The Gray Man on Netflix.
Directed by the Russo brothers, who did the Avengers movies.
And Community and Arrested Development.
And Captain America Civil War and Captain America Winter Soldier. So that's why we're reviewing this, because it's like, oh, we like Avengers. We like Captain America Civil War. One of us likes Community.
No.
Oh, I like Arrested. We both like Arrested Development.
Both of us like Arrested Development.
So like we're big fans of the Russo brothers, and it's also the same screenwriters that did
scriptwriters.
Screenwriters.
Those who also write screens.
Please, I do a movie review podcast. I know that it's screenwriters.
Oh God, I know things.
The same screenwriters as Avengers Endgame, Avengers Infinity War, I think like Civil War and Winter Soldier.
Yeah, like we looked this up because I've actually heard like other podcasts talk about the Gray Man, but I've never heard people talk about the writers. And when you were like, see who else, what else did they write for?
What are these guys? Are these the guys?
I've seen these names before.
I was like, oh God, these are the guys that did the. Yeah, okay, so, that's like the reason we're reviewing this. It's the same team. It's the same main people.
I thought the reason was because you love Ryan Gosling and Chris Evans.
I do like Chris Evans. Not like the biggest Ryan Gosling fan. There's that one movie where he tells Steve Carell to not drink from a straw, which is why I still don't drink from a straw.
Crazy Stupid Love.
Thanks, straw movie. I don't drink from straw.
See, there's a movie Ryan Gosling is in that Gino and I get to yell, "What do you want?"
What do you want? Everyone knows that movie. It's the Notebook.
That's right. Everybody knows it. It's
Let's review it.
I'll review The Notebook.
All right, so non-spoiler reviews for The Gray Man. It is, I think, the best way I can describe it. It is a superhero movie that isn't a superhero movie that doesn't want to be a superhero movie, but like secretly is a superhero movie, but it doesn't want to be, so it's not. And if you're confused as I am, that's because the movie's confused too.
A little bit.
And it makes it really weird to watch.
Yeah.
So it's like it wants to be this serious, like Born Identity, like thriller.
Right.
And then there's like a goofy, literal mustache twirling bad guy. And they have like ridiculous, over the top, like
action scenes
and like superhero fights where you're like, this would make sense if this was Captain America and he was getting punched repeatedly in the head. But like, you're a regular person. You should be dead. So like, I don't know what they were trying to do here and like why they made this movie and like what they were trying to show or do. But it just seems like a very confused movie overall. And that's like the best I can say about it. Kevin Feige, obviously an important part of the MCU. If you have the same directors and screenwriters, all the Avengers movies.
But
it's like way worse.
Yeah.
Like you got to give the producer a little bit of credit then, I guess.
I think so.
What are your thoughts, Toby?
My thoughts are it started off slow.
Yes.
Where I kind of agreed with everybody else's reviews where they're like, what is this? Then it picks up. I would say like, I don't know, a third of the way through.
Picks up's a strong word.
I'd say pick up because I like super wasn't interested, and then it caught my eye. The introduction of more characters really I thought was necessary. Not that I guess I haven't seen that much like Ryan Gosling has been in by himself. You know, like
Crazy Stupid Love.
He wasn't by himself.
The Notebook.
He wasn't by himself. But like, I don't know, was Baby Driver or just called Baby?
No, Baby Driver is different. He's in Driver and he doesn't talk. So he's like, oh, he was good in Driver. I'm like, yeah, he didn't speak the whole time.
And I didn't see Driver.
I don't think he's that good of an actor, maybe.
Am I wrong? No, I think he is wonderful as a human. I think as a superhero, Ryan Gosling.
But like not a superhero.
Correct.
Like a superhero.
So I think we're going to be following that idea of this was supposed to be it should have been a superhero movie, but it wasn't, which is what made it miss the mark. So,
for worse.
Yeah, I don't know.
For worse.
For Boris.
For Boris?
For Boris.
You can't. It's for Boris.
For Boris.
What are your thoughts, before we get to spoilers, what were your thoughts on Chris Evans as the villain?
No.
Just no? I kept seeing him as as like the evil ex-boyfriend from Scott Pilgrim.
Yeah, you did.
Because like in that movie, it's funny.
It's Chris Evans.
Chris Evans, yeah, he plays like the second one or the third one. And like he's playing him as a joke. But then Chris Evans took that same mentality and brought it into this movie where he's not supposed to be a joke.
Yeah, like I guess non-spoilery, Chris Evans needed to be more jokery and
Or less jokery.
No, more.
Like the Joker.
I needed. No, yes, not like funny. Like he needed to be crazy,
right?
And he was not crazy.
Yeah.
So like that's where it.
But like he was trying to be crazy, but like he wasn't.
Right.
It was like all like.
Right, like in what's the new Batman movie? That guy's crazy.
The Riddler. Yeah.
The Riddler, crazy. Like does crazy things with his voice. Chris Evans was like very Captain America.
Yeah, but like
because he was like,
like mad Captain America.
Right.
Like I'm angry.
So it was like, not that he's like typecast, even though I don't know how many movies you have. Like I see Captain America. Like even in Stupid Lightyear.
He was really good in Snowpiercer, but that's like a very Captain America.
Which I haven't seen.
Yeah.
He was great. If you haven't seen Chris Evans' early work and not another teen movie.
With whipped cream on his ween?
Yeah, I recommend a banana out of his butt.
Is that why you gave this up for Boris? If there's whipped cream on his ween, for better?
Listen,
for Toby?
I love looking at Chris Evans. Like the fact that he had a mustache like brought out his eyes more.
That's what I'm going to do. I'm going to do a mustache to bring out my eyes.
I'm curious if that will work for you.
I mean, you're going to see it in like 2 weeks.
Guys,
I'm doing it.
God help me.
I'll do it on the podcast.
Great.
So yeah, all right, let's get to spoilers.
Okay.
So for worse for me, for Boris, I guess, which is our new middle of the
yeah, for Boris.
For Boris. Okay, so you have these like secret like cabal of like CIA agents that what's his face is a part of?
Ryan Gosling.
And now they're killing all of them. For why? They never tell us why.
Oh, that's a good point.
Like why it's like that's how the movie starts if you watched it.
So like because Ryan Gosling is taken out of jail by what's the actor's name? Oh, I ended up on Chris Evans' page. Oh my God, Billy Bob Thornton.
Yeah.
Had no idea.
Yeah.
I just knew I've seen him before. Honestly, I only think of Billy Bob Thornton from was he in Bad Santa? Was that Bad Santa?
Yeah.
All I think about. Yeah. He takes him out of prison and like teaches him to be like a secret operative, a ghost, the gray man.
The gray man.
Because he's in a gray area where he's like trained to kill people, but like obviously you're not supposed to kill people.
But then that guy, I guess, retired at some point during Ryan Gosling's career.
Right. And it was like, what, 18 years later? Something ridiculous.
So then they send Ryan Gosling to kill another one of these gray men. And that gray man's like, oh, the new CIA head is like a bad guy.
Right.
So then the new CIA head wants to kill him because he has like a flash drive that he stole from the gray man. And then to get to Ryan Gosling, they're like, let's go find Billy Bob Thornton's niece and kidnap her. Can we talk about Billy Bob's niece?
Yes.
We have discussed on this podcast quite a few times that some child actors are like pretty bad.
Uh-huh.
I thought she was great.
Oh, wonderful.
Can you tell me who the name of the actress was? I thought she was like very good.
What was her name in the movie?
To the point where she's probably older than she looks.
Julia Butters.
How old is she?
Her name's Butters.
Like Butters from South Park.
09.
So how old is she now?
I don't know, math.
Math is hard. So 19, she's 10. Oh, she's young. Okay, she's a kid.
She's a kid.
So she was great.
She was great. Honestly though, the writing for her was also very good.
Yeah.
Because it was like dry, sarcastic, like, I'm a teen, who are you? I've been through a lot of my life. Nothing really bothers me.
The dialogue in this movie was good. The story was dumb.
But that's what it needs. And only really the human dialogue. Like the CIA dialogue was bad. And let's just say, so the minute I didn't know Regé Jean Paul was in this. I know.
Is that
Gino.
the CIA bad guy?
Yeah, it's a CIA bad guy. I'm sorry, my hair is on the microphone. How fun for us. Sorry. Wow, Regé Jean Paul. Who is that? Regé Jean Page.
Oh my God, Toby.
I feel like I've gotten his name wrong the entire time.
Wrong. The fact that you even knew a name is like shocking.
Yeah, well, I know his name is Regé, so I'm in. But I was really upset, one, because I could hear his British accent coming through. Not a lot, but like in the beginning, you could tell that he was like really trying to be American.
I'm the head of the CIA.
Right? Oh, where are you
Yeah.
going? And so like that was a little tough for me. Also, it was so unbelievable that such a young guy was in charge.
He did look like 12.
He's a baby. He's
I think they insinuated that like
he came
he's
up.
on like he's
Did
like
we ever meet?
he's doing something illegal.
Did we ever meet the person that
No, that's why there's going to be sequels to this. There's like sequel. I told you there's sequel.
Right, because we never met the bad guy in charge that like helped Regé Page do all the things.
They keep talking about this old man. I'm like, is it the president? They're talking about Biden? Like, who is what is the?
God, that would
so,
have
like, there's
been.
some old man we never meet that's apparently in charge. So that's going to be the Gray Men too.
Oh, probably. Which I'll watch.
Grayer.
Honestly, if Ryan Gosling gets to hang out with the movie I wanted to see was the flashback where we learn why Ryan Gosling cares about Billy Bob Thornton's niece.
Yeah, so they go back in time like, I don't know, a year or two just to show him being like a bodyguard for her. And they're like good together. They're great. Mostly because the girl is a better actress than Ryan Gosling. So like she does a great job like holding those scenes up. But yeah, they're great. I would have watched the whole movie like that.
And I know there's a movie like that already.
But not made by the Russo brothers.
So like I think, and I was telling Gino, I think they're good at dialogue.
Yeah,
like,
or I guess the people who wrote the script
are good at
dialogue. Because you like enjoy the dialogue in the Avengers movies.
Exactly.
And,
So like that's what I wanted to see more of. And then a couple of the action scenes were really good.
I will say that there was one action scene that was really bad, like really bad. He gets like kidnapped by, I don't know, some like random army dudes.
He doesn't get kidnapped.
Or like they help him, but then they're going to kill him.
Because that's when Billy Bob Thornton's niece gets kidnapped.
So Billy Bob Thornton's like, yeah, just kidding, kill him. Like the CGI is just like really bad. Like there's one point where, so like the plane explodes and they're like falling through the sky. And I don't even think they use like their face on the CGI doubles. I think they're just like straight up CGI doubles for like a solid 15 seconds. And it looks really bad and like obviously CGI. So like, if I'm like, all right, Netflix is not going to give me the budget to make the scene good, write a different scene.
Yeah.
Like
have him on a boat or something.
Like you can't have Mission Impossible and have Tom Cruise like hanging off of real planes and then be like, yeah, we'll just do this plane in CGI. Like just don't do a plane.
Yeah, don't do it. That was my least. I think that was my least favorite
like,
scene.
Green screen. Why did you green screen Ryan Gosling? I guess because they're in like a parachute and they're like,
which was also
swinging around. I guess you can't do that on the green screen.
Let me tell you the most unbelievable part of this: when Ryan Gosling is flying through the air, sees a guy, he's like, "I'm gonna skydive towards him."
Right. Okay. So everyone made fun of Black Widow for the same thing. It's like Black Widow at the end. Remember that she like jumped off that floating island, and she's like diving for like 14 billion years.
Okay, listening.
You forget all of Black Widow?
Yes.
You don't remember the giant like 5-minute scene of her falling through the sky and she doesn't die?
Does she get she gets saved by the helicopter?
I don't freaking know. She like lands on a whole bunch of metal and somehow doesn't die.
I think so.
Okay, so if that's bad in that movie and like she's a superhero, this is even worse because this guy's supposed to be a regular guy and he somehow survives falling out of an airplane, fist fighting some dude in a parachute.
Right.
So, like, pick your movie. Is this The Bourne Identity or is this Captain America Winter Soldier 2?
And you know what? I've never seen The Bourne Identity. So, like,
there's awesome action scenes, but, like, it's not like, well, this guy's going to be dead if he did this in real life.
Right. I'm not even
You've never seen the Bourne movies?
No, I haven't.
My God.
I've also never seen a 007, so.
Casino Royale is probably the, best.
This is not my genre. I will also just be clear.
We got to watch Casino Royale.
This is not really my genre.
It's not really my genre either, I guess.
Yeah. But you know what? We should expand. I feel like...
No. Let's stay in our, like, very narrow
very
lane.
niche.
We do, like, superhero movies and, like, Dutch horror films.
I guess.
And that's pretty much... Sometimes we'll do a Pixar. That's pretty much it. Some TV shows. Yeah, that's it.
So this is... I just don't think Ryan Gosling is as hard a person as Matt Damon, as ridiculous as that sentence sounds.
Which is funny because, like, I think Ryan Gosling's probably like bigger and more muscular than Matt Damon, but like Matt Damon is from Boston, so like I feel like you could punch him a few times,
right? And like he'll come back.
And yeah, like if I had to pick one in a fight, I think I'd pick Matt Damon versus Ryan Gosling, even if Ryan Gosling's stronger and like bigger.
But I did like Ryan Gosling in this. No, you didn't. Not even a
I
little
don't
bit.
dislike him.
Right.
But I think a very easy way to fix this movie without having to spend any extra money, switch the characters.
I think that would have
Chris
been...
Evans, the main character. Ryan Gosling's the bad guy. Done.
That would have been so interesting.
Done. Like, why?
My thing is, I bet Chris Evans one day to the Russo brothers during a show, during one of their like set.
Jesus, I just got slapped by the cat.
Millie also agrees. She's going to scratch up the cat. You're going to be upset. Oh, she's still crazy. So I bet one day they're filming, right? And Chris Evans is like, man, it would be really fun to play a bad guy. The Russo brothers like,
I got you.
Clock that.
Netflix is giving us like $1 jillion.
Yeah, I got a bad guy for you. And again, like Chris, it just felt like of course a good guy can play a bad guy. You're acting. You can act like a
It just
psycho.
like wasn't an interesting bad guy. He was like over the top in like a movie that wasn't supposed to be over the top.
Right. Gino also, right, what was his story?
I don't give a crap about a story.
Yes, you do. For villains? Yes, you do.
No, I don't. I want to see what I'm talking about what he was like on the screen. He was like too over the top for this movie. Like too mustache twirling evil. Like, oh yeah, let's just shoot up like a bunch of buses and stuff in the middle of Europe.
Well, that was the other thing. Like when he did it, he was like very Captain America about it. He was like, shoot him.
We gotta
like,
get, yeah.
Right, like I want.
Everyone knows about Captain America. Loves randomly murdering people.
But like,
you mean the tone of voice?
The tone of voice. Sorry, that it wasn't like it needed to be more flippant. Like, do it. We have a job. Like, doesn't matter. Go kill all. Like, because he's supposed to be the one that doesn't have any rules.
Right.
So like the fact that he was getting emotional, I think was a problem because he needed to be a crazy person that didn't care.
Yeah, it's just like, why are you this freaking comic book ridiculous villain? I was waiting for him to go over to someone and just like very quietly be like, "Hail Hydra!" Like that's how over the top, ridiculous he was. Like, play a regular person.
See, you wanted him to be more regular.
Yeah, I wanted this whole movie to be, if it's like a spy thriller CIA thing, make it a spy thriller CIA thing. Don't make it this Black Widow, Captain America, Marvel thing. Yeah. I realize that's the people who made Captain America and stuff.
It's going to be tough to get around
but
that.
like, maybe they're just not cut out for regular humans that aren't like in a comedy.
Interesting. Well, the regular humans were all like telling us, like the CIA lady,
who's like also evil,
who's
but like not the most evil,
right? But she was annoying because she kept just like telling us how crazy Chris Evans was, and like I want to see.
I mean, they showed pretty clearly.
I
mean,
mean,
crazy Tobes.
I know, but I feel like
he blew up a city in.
Yeah, but
Europe.
he didn't blow. He like was telling everybody. I wanted him to be blowing up the city. I think I want to see him.
He's the in charge guy. He's the.
Yeah, I did. I think my favorite part was when Chris Evans got shot with the trank, and then like that was like still a bit.
Oh, he got shot in the ass. Yeah, like, and he was also funny sometimes. But like, you're the bad guy. But like,
you could be funny.
Right, but this isn't a comedy. This movie's never.
Yeah, but you said that in real life without it's not based on real life.
Not for this
comedy.
kind of. It wasn't. It didn't work. It just didn't work. Like for the main character, sure, but not in like a serious spy movie. Like the bad guy shouldn't be a joke, even if the main characters riff every now and again.
I think it's because the main character didn't riff. Like.
I mean, like he did like a smirk. He did like a Ryan Gosling smirk.
Right, but like that was it. It wasn't like, from what I'm hearing, Bullet Train, where like Brad Pitt's funny.
Oh, you gotta see Bullet Train.
We can still see
That's
Bullet
HBO
Train.
Movie. That's HBO.
Yeah, we'll wait till it comes out on HBO.
I'm sensing that we're both very confused as to what we want from this movie, which I think is speaking to how confusing this movie is. Because you're wanting more over the top superhero stuff.
Yes.
And I'm wanting a more restrained spy thriller. So no one is happy with this movie.
No.
Because it's both of those things and neither of those things.
Yeah, and that's what's tough. We did, now, it wasn't, in the movie's defense, Gino did say, we'll start it. And we ended up finishing it.
I did watch it in one, it was long. It was very long. Because that's the thing, it's like, it's the same thing I've said about like Lightyear and all these other movies. Because we watch them from home on our Netflix subscription that like, you know, T-Mobile pays for most of it, not a sponsorship. That's just part of the brand. Please, T-Mobile, don't sponsor us. I don't want to talk to you any more than I have to. Like, I don't care. Like, okay, I spent $3 a month to watch this movie.
Yeah.
Like, I'm not going out and spending $30. So for me, it gets a much lower bar than like had I spent 30, 40 bucks to go to the theater.
I wonder if this would have been better if we saw it in theaters.
No, it would have been worse.
I don't know, because the fight scenes were good.
I guess it would have been better from like a video quality standpoint, because Netflix is like in terms of video quality right now, like Disney Plus and Apple and like HBO Max are like the top of the top, and then like Netflix all the way down here. Like look in the dark scenes, it's like very hard to see what's going on. It's like very compressed. So from that aspect of it, sure, it'd be better watching it on anything besides Netflix. But
yeah, it was a movie. I think
it was a movie. Good review. High five. Like we're so confused with this freaking movie.
Yeah, and I think it's essentially what people have been saying.
Yeah.
Where nobody's going like, you have to watch this.
No.
Like I will push Yellow Jackets on anybody. You need to get a subscription to Showtime and just like stick with it.
And Severance. I've been telling a million people a day to watch Severance, and they have not watched Severance yet. We also haven't reviewed Severance yet. One day.
One day. Well, maybe around the Emmys we will.
Okay.
Did the Emmys happen? No, not yet.
We got nominated for 14 Emmys.
14 Emmys. Gino keeps saying that. He's like, how many did Yellow Jackets get nominated for? And 7. The answer is 7.
No, it's not 14.
It's not 14.
You also liked Severance.
I did really like Severance. I don't know how they got nominated for 14.
Let's just delete this review and review Severance. All right. You know what? Severance for better. Super for better. It's so good. Toby, for you, for Severance.
Oh, for better. I'm going to have to rewatch
Can we
Severance.
end this stupid movies review? I'm done. I'm done with this movie.
Why? You sound angry.
Because it's like, I expected so much better from the Russo brothers. Nothing I've seen of theirs has been bad, and now I'm upset.
Now it is. This is the first thing. It's not that their directing was bad. I think it was just a bad casting.
It's a bad story. Like this, and like the character. Some of the characters are bad. The story is bad. So it's like just not, and like the action and the CGI is bad. Ryan Gosling got stabbed 400 times.
Oh yeah, no, there's no reason he should have been alive. Honestly, through a lot of his injuries, dead.
Like more than Captain America has ever been stabbed. Like, and I remember in Winter Soldier, he gets stabbed like once, and I'm like, how is Captain America surviving this stabbing? He's a superhero.
Right.
He can be stabbed.
No.
Ryan Gosling is a regular man, and he gets stabbed like 8 times by Chris Evans.
I couldn't even watch all the times because it's awful.
Like literally, like you're bleeding out now.
Right.
Stabbed. And he gets stabbed in the hand?
Oh, he gets, well, that's, okay, so he has this ridiculous fight scene with this ridiculous villain, right?
Oh, yeah, the another evil ex-boyfriend from,
yes.
It's like so over the top and like.
It's just like ridiculous. All these people in like Chris Evans' little black book that he has that go, like all of these people that go and try and, what are they called? Bounty hunters kind of thing? I'm sure there's another name for him. But essentially like Ryan Gosling gets stabbed in the hand, and the wound that he treats first is the one in his side.
Which got nothing. And if you've ever watched Game of Thrones, you remember from, what's-his-face, Pedro Pascal, that if you stab someone in the hand, in the wrist, they're going to bleed out.
When did Pedro Pascal get stabbed in the wrist?
He stabbed some guy in the wrist at the brothel.
I don't remember. You know what I remember about Pedro Pascal? Getting his head exploded.
He did. Like a watermelon. I think it was a watermelon.
That instead of his head?
Probably.
So awkward.
I mean, I don't think it was actually Pedro Pascal's head.
Being that he was in Mandalorian afterwards.
I mean, that would explain why you don't see his face in Mandalorian.
Oh my God, his face is mush.
They just stuffed it into the helmet.
Yeah.
And he was like, okay, I can still speak.
Okay.
So, look, I want to talk about anything else besides this movie.
I know. That's what this is now.
Are we done?
Yeah. Okay.
Listen, that's it, guys. Just whatever. Go watch Severance.
Watch it, and you guys let us know what. All right, watch this first. Let us know what you think. And talk to us.
Go watch Severance.
And then watch Severance.
Okay, maybe we'll review Severance next week.
I need to rewatch it. Good thing I just finished Murders. I just finished Only Murders in the Building. You guys, I caught up. There's one episode left, and I caught up.
You can do that. I didn't watch it though.
You did not. No, I'll rewatch Severance, and we'll do the Severance one.
Okay.
Okay. Well, that's it. I hope you stayed with us this whole time. We didn't depress you too much. Thank you for listening to For Better or Worse. If you like what you heard and want to know more, visit our website. For Better or Worse.
DUHHH for better or worse.
For better or worse, buzzsprout.com. And subscribe to our podcast on Apple Podcasts, Spotify, or whatever you used to. Never miss an episode. Like and subscribe to our show on YouTube so you can see what we look like and watch our cat who made small appearances today. To let us know what you think, comment, leave a 5-star review on Apple Podcasts. It really helps the show. Watch us on YouTube. Share us. Tell your friends.
Tell your mom.
Neighbors.
Tell the Russo brothers. See if they...
Tell the Russo brothers. Don't tag them, though, because I don't want them to listen to this.
I feel bad because I like the Russo brothers.
I know. We do, too. We watched a whole...
They've got to know it's bad.
We watched an interview with them, and it was wonderful,
They've
actually.
got to know it's bad.
They know. Well, see you next time we review more movies and TV. Bye.
Bye.